The name of my company is Infinite Possibilities. Here we have a warehouse that has the capacity to hold 16 different types of pasta. A little bit about the background of why I chose pasta in particular. I've had the pleasure of taking multiple trips to Italy, and the Italian culture is so great, and I fell in love with it. A big part of the Italian culture is their food. Dinner in Italy is meant to be an experience, and it's really enjoyed for hours on end, really. Socializing, enjoying company with family and friends. And I wanted to bring one of the most quintessential Italian foods and share it with everyone else here in America. And that is, of course, pasta. So all the pasta that Infinite Possibilities gets is from Italy. It's imported from Italy. And as I said before, there are 16 different types of pasta that we store currently, with room for future expansion. Walking through product flow. Product will be brought in through the receiving. Each of the 16 different types of product has a pallet location. The product is placed in the appropriate location based on the SKU. Each pallet will be scanned as it enters the building, and that will tell the worker where it goes. And we'll also put into the system, our inventory management system, the date that it arrives in our store. This is to ensure that no product goes bad, to ensure that we are continuously practicing first in, first out, which is really needed because our product is perishable. So the main racking system is going to be a gravity flow racking system. This ensures first in, first out. This, in my opinion, is better than the shelves, just general pallet shelves, because not only does this ensure first in, first out, this also is a efficient way to use space. As I said before, there's room for future expansion. Shelves for the pallets can be added for storage, inventory storage, and then this could be doubled up as well. So there are 16 different slots, 16 different racks, each for the 16 different SKUs. Boxes are taken from the pallets and they are opened, and then they are put on here. These are cartons, which are the individual units that are sold. As an order is placed, the computer releases the cartons from the appropriate slot, goes down the conveyor belt from right to left, where it is then brought to this end of the warehouse. At this end, you'll find the shipping and packing department. So a worker will get the product off of the conveyor belt and put it in a box appropriate to the order size. It will then be given to another worker who will tape the box and put the appropriate label on there for shipping. It's then placed in these little carts or on the shelves until a truck comes to take all of our orders out. This would be ideally twice or 2 or 3 times a day, depending on how many orders we have. The design of my warehouse was meant to really decrease the amount of bottlenecking and improve the efficiency of product flow. I knew going into it that this would be a first in, first out product, and that this would have to be stored in a way that it did not break the product because it is very fragile. There are barriers located around the facility, one on that side of the office, all the way around the racking system, pallet storage, and another barrier right there. Then there is also one over here on this end of the offices. These barriers ensure that the heavy equipment, like the forklifts, do not go anywhere that they are not supposed to. And it also ensures the safety of our racking system in offices and employees. OSHA regulated lines mark anywhere that a forklift operates. Offices, restrooms, and a break room are all located at this end of the building. There are 2 restrooms, 2 offices, then a break room. Ideally, the warehouse is situated to where heavy equipment such as forklifts are only on this side of the building. There are really no need for any heavy equipment on this side because we don't ship out pallets. We ship out smaller orders, which people place online on our website. Eventually, our operations could be expanded to where we ship to wholesalers and retail. But for now, we are a small business that ships to online orders, really. The general shape of the warehouse, the product flow is going to be in an I shape. Product comes in one end of the building and then exits through the opposite end of the building. Again, when choosing a design for this warehouse, I want to avoid bottlenecking as much as possible. The initial plans for the racking system, the gravity flow racking system was always a plan from the beginning, but the initial plan was to have them stacked on top of one another. This was to maximize floor space and to also improve the reloading time because workers didn't have to walk so far. But with this storage system, it also kind of helps. So imagine that these are all based on their SKU, and the SKU are simple digits, 1 starting down here, going towards the right with 16 down here. These products are stored in the order that they are stored in the gravity flow racking system. So this would be 1 all the way down to 16. The pallet is closest to its slotting system. This is to decrease the time it takes to refill, and it also in turn decreases the labor cost. Nearly 60% of all the workers' time is spent order picking. The conveyor belt really alleviates that time, and the only major time consumer for workers is going to be refilling, which it always could be upgraded to be an automatic system with refilling as well. Possibilities for future expansion is really open as far as pallet storage, the amount of slotting we have for the racking system, and really for the whole way we operate. Thank you so much, and I hope in the future, really, I would be open to creating a company very much like Infinite Possibilities. So, I really hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you so much. Alright.